Just put a little beauty filter. So, as I said, we have a family reunion tomorrow. That's why it's giving this. I already took a nap. So that's why you see this at the bottom. So how was y'all's day? So I haven't really had time to look around and see what's going on. That's my bunny. Um, so while I'm waiting for this to, I'm gonna have to rinse this off in a second, but I figured I'd go live and I show you my face since I'm always driving or somewhere, um, so I can show you my beautiful face. Okay. Um, yeah. So I don't know. Okay, I still don't know. Still in the dark. Okay. I don't know if I feel maybe there's a small chance that it did happen. And I don't think Liv got the results or the reaction from Gerard that she thought she was, because she's like, she looks kind of hurt. She looks let down. She keeps saying, oh, he's willing to risk his homie. I guess that was his homie, was her. I guess they were trying to be friends with benefits or something. And she's like, she was taken aback at how he talked to her today and was like, wow, you're really willing to lose everything and your little homie. I think in her mind, she thought that there was like a different type of relationship, and maybe he was. She said he played her or led her on or something. So I think maybe possibly it did happen. I don't know. It's something just. I mean, the voice recording sounds like him, but that could be from any time. She's been documenting their relationship for a long, 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 long time, and she's. It's probably an old conversation. See, I just can't. I'm probably gonna look like the dumbass because I'm the only one that doesn't believe that it happened, just because I'm older than all of y'all. I'm way older than all of y'all, and I've lived, and I know how people can be, and I know how that goes. And I feel that it's not true. I just don't feel like it's true. Maybe there was a discussion had before, because when there's that back and forth like a long time ago, maybe that conversation's from then. Antonisha didn't. Hi. Antonisha has responded. I feel, in my way, she responded because she's not on the internet. She's not into all the stuff. She's not into social media like that. She's more like an Instagram person. She released videos, and she's out having drinks with the girls. I looked around. Okay, I was like, I didn't see no Gerard anywhere. It's a girls' night. Okay, and I think that's her. That's her. She didn't have to post that. I think that's her saying she's okay and she's working through it. I don't know. Because she didn't have to post anything. If you're just coming in here, I'm dyeing my hair. That's why I look like this. I've already taken a nap. My makeup's all fucked up. But anyways, so she is saying, hello, I'm here and I'm alive. Okay, that's what she's saying in that. It was like a picture. She did like three little Instagram things, right? And she's seems like she's in high spirits. She's surrounded by her friends. Doesn't confirm anything, but to me, it's like saying, hey, I'm still here, I'm hanging out or whatever. Gerard, I have trouble saying his name, I'm sorry. If he did this, I will not see him the same. He is disgusting, okay? He's disgusting. And I don't know what they're gonna go run off and do. But it sounds like he cut off, like he said, whatever friendship or whatever was going on. Um, like I think he just kind of ended whatever friendship him and Liv had, because she did confirm that in her life. Like, this is it. Like, I think she was surprised at his reaction. I don't know if she thought he was gonna be supportive or what it was. I don't know. But he clearly did not support the message. So I do have a conspiracy theory though. I have to. I have to. Okay. So the way Yanni came live, just hear me out. Okay, just hear me out. The way Yanni came live this morning, right? First, she's like, "Oh, I just got this message. I sent it to Antonisha, and she didn't respond, so I came live." Well, then towards halfway through that live, she starts to say, "Okay, there's another part of this information that is going to be bigger than this, but you have to be a part of FSU, blah, 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 and that's going to be bigger than this news," right? Obviously, she was advertising FSU, of course. Okay, but then she says, "I'm not going to reveal who the messenger is for that. I'm going to let Antonisha do it if she wants to do it," okay? Hear me out, okay? So she kind of let it slip like they were communicating about it. So then I'm like, okay. So then I start thinking, okay, is it possible that Antonisha found out or knew something was off or whatever, and maybe possibly hired like a private investigator or something? Okay, that's who's in the bushes is the neighbor, right? But really, it's probably a private investigator. Okay, and this was what was found, and Antonisha wanted it to be released to the audience, to the people, because she wanted everybody to know what he did. So she released it to Yanni because we all know they're friends. We all know they're friends. Let's not pretend like we don't know that they're friends. So let's say Antonisha and Yanni were working together, and Antonisha choreographed this whole exposure because she knew that it was going to come out anyways, and her people found it out anyways. And in order to block that money from Liv getting $40 a pop, because she was going to eventually release it, she released it before Liv could. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? What do you think? What do you think? I feel that this was orchestrated. Something about it, something just reads like choreographed, because the way it just worked out, the way it did, to me, it feels like like this was like thought out by somebody. Okay, maybe Antonisha, because if I was Antonisha and I was with Gerard and he had a wandering eye, I would have his location on. So how did she not know that he was over there? How did she not know that he went over there without having, like, come on, she would have his location. And if it was turned off at some point, then maybe that's when she began to be suspicious. Because you notice when people start acting, well, except for me, when I'm in a relationship, somebody's cheating on me, I can't tell, okay? So maybe she noticed a shift in his attitude and towards Liv, and hired a private investigator, because that's what Gerard did when he had, in the past, he had hired a private investigator, and that's when he found out that Liv was moving from Florida. So, I mean, it's not far-fetched for somebody to hire one. So this footage from the bushes, I think, is from a private investigator, because what neighbor would do that? What, it's Liv, like, come on. Nobody cares unless you're in the relationship with that person who is cheating. I'm just saying, okay? All right, I gotta go. I gotta rinse this off or my hair's gonna burn. But thank you. Oh, yeah, he is a dog. Ifernite, hi. Welcome back. I'm dyeing my hair. That's why I'm looking like this. We have that family reunion tomorrow, so I'm like, trying to act, like if I'm younger, I don't want anybody like questioning me, like, how old are you? But yeah, I feel it is true, but I feel Antonisha knew about it at all. That's my new theory. Because who would be recording? Who would be recording Liv in the bushes? That's some shit a private investigator would do. What are the chances that a neighbor had two different sets of video of Liv outside? Like, who has time like that? A private investigator. So I feel Antonisha knew that something was going on, and she hired one to find out, and then he got busted. That's my opinion. So I do feel, in a way, that it did happen. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down below, okay? I gotta go. I'll be back.